Writer's block. It's the worst thing. You're super inspired and nothing. I've been there, believe me. There are 5 tips that I want to share with you today that will help you overcome writer's block. Tip number 1, change your scenery. Change where you write. Maybe our brain sometimes gets lazy when we get to that writing spot. Instead of at the office, just sit on the couch and write there. Go to a coffee shop, grab a nice little latte, and just write in a different environment. Try outdoors, indoors, different chair, or even writing in bed. Tip number 2, free write or write without caring. Just write something. It doesn't even have to be on your current project. Just take 10 minutes, put a timer, and just start writing whatever comes to mind, like info dump as much as you can. This helps you to overcome your own creative restrictions. Just look at a random object like a hat or a fan or something and just write a 10-minute story about a fan who wears a cowboy hat. Tip number 3 is step back from creating or being creative and consume creativity. Read as much as possible. It's super important to not just create writing. You also need to consume it, and that will keep you fueled to keep creating excellent material. Tip number 4, set small, manageable goals. Like, this is very good and an excellent way to keep yourself motivated and on track to progress constantly. But avoid putting your goal at too high a level. Like, stick to something manageable. Just put a timer for 10 minutes and start on something even if you don't like it. Usually those 10 minutes go by very quickly. And more often than not, you're going to want to keep going because you already started. But actually, I can do a little bit more. Like, if you work full-time or have a busy schedule, like, set aside 10 minutes per day to just write. Start small and grow from there. Motivation is all about momentum. So just start that ball rolling. Tip number 5, revisit your reason for writing. What made you want to start this project in the first place? So it's sometimes good to just take a moment and go back to where you started. Look at the first draft that you wrote, or look at the first chapter you wrote and compare it with where you are now. Look at what sparked your passion for this project. Visit your why. Like, fall back in love with your project again.